Hello everybody, this is Party PD and welcome to the Dota 2 International 2016 Open Qualifiers.
Radiant
This
Team
is
Ben.
EG versus EG Bulba. Evil Geniuses versus Evil Geniuses Bulba. Now, we're going to go straight into the Radiant Dire ban pick, so on and so forth. Radiant will ban out the Elder Titan, the first immediate
Dire
pick,
team
which
ban.
has been shown a lot of love in this current patch. A lot of love meaning it's pretty overpowered. Stun capabilities have been pretty high up there on the charts for this lovely character. Dire, EG will ban out the
10
IO, a very
seconds
typical
remaining.
character to ban out against anyone who knows that they can play it.
5
open mic
seconds
is not
remaining. Reserve time.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Dota 2 International 2016 Open Qualifiers, EG versus EG Bulba. For those of you who have already seen this intro, I forgot to
Radiant
turn on the
team
open mic,
pick.
so we're just going to roll with it here. Dire is going to ban out the Elder Titan and Ricky being the most popular
Dire
pickup hero
team pick.
that has been seen as the newest support in the Dota 2 lineup. Bounty Hunter and IO being banned out for the side of EG. Bounty Hunter, an obvious ban that has been up there in the draft in a very heavy way.
Radiant
and IO,
team
obviously,
pick.
one of the typical usual team bans that will come out from almost anyone's drafts. Radiant, EG, Bulba are going to end up picking up the Darkseer, possibly to deny Universe of getting it. Or I can't remember who ended up using it, but oh no, I'm thinking of
10 seconds remaining.
Darkseer, just no, that was right.
5 seconds remaining.
Sumail, that's what it was. But Sumail's not here. So,
Reserve
the Darkseer
time.
going to be picked up immediately on the side of the Radiant. Reserve time being a little bit tapped here for EGB. But meanwhile, they pick up the Lifestealer and the Slardar on the side of EG. So very important Tier 1 pickups that I am ready to see get put to work here. Universe, last time I saw him use the Slardar as a very good advantage and was able to play it fairly effectively in the field of war. Lifestealer, another character that has been very well picked in this current meta, has been shown a lot more power and a lot more pure dexterity and strength to fight against these possible counterpicks against the Radiant, which means the Radiant, EGB, will have to figure out something to not exactly give the Lifestealer the capability to out-damage them by going for a strength-based hero and losing the game, but they'll have to go for more agility-based heroes. And judging by the drafts that I've seen from the past couple games here, I've casted a couple Yewar games, and there could be an Alchemist coming out, there could be an Invoker going in. But Lifestealer, from what I understand, is going to need to be taken care of. And there's going to be something that they need to punish this pickoff with this Lifestealer. Most likely could be somebody that has a passive purging capability. But Ricky and Bounty Hunter, both the people who carry some sort of pure purging ability, have been removed. Doom, might I add, is still within the game. Doom is still very pickable here. On top of that, Slark actually made it through the first set of bans as well. A kind of counter Lifestealer to Lifestealer. So we'll figure out what's going to go on with these bans and drafts, and possibly what EGB will use with this only 30 seconds remaining left in their reserve time. I'm trying to figure out what exactly can counter it out. The Slardar possibly stolen not to counter out the Lifestealer. So we will see what EGB have to do here. But 15 seconds left in their reserve time. They're getting a little bit slim for this pickoff here. They're not going to be able to get any more reserve time after this. They would pick up a Phoenix, possibly a Panic pick
Dire
on the side
team
of
ban.
EGB here, because there's not really much they can do against the Lifestealer when he goes into matching immunity, popping on the egg. So very hard decision there, but I see Phoenix
Radiant
still being very
team
viable
ban.
against Slardar in specific, and then maybe a Darkseer lineup dropping them directly onto a specific spot for the egg detonation. Faceless Void being banned out for the side of EG, possibly just rejecting another strong either core carry
10
or core off lane.
seconds remaining.
And they're gonna dip down to their spare time here. EGB
5
don't really have too
seconds
much of a
remaining.
choice on what they want to do here.
Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining.
They're dipping into their reserve time. Lion is going to be banned out
Dire
from the side of
team
EGB, and it's going to be very interesting to see. I keep on saying it's going to be very interesting to see something, but one day it'll actually be interesting to see something. until that happens, it's just going to be me saying the phrase over and over again with no actual intelligence behind
10
the saying.
seconds remaining.
But line being banned out, a very strong hero in the current meta with double
5
stuns plus
seconds
an immediate
remaining.
removal from the game, early and late, when it comes
Reserve
to the pure
time.
damage, well, pure magic damage coming out from Finger. And EG have a pretty sustainable lineup right now. The Phoenix not really making it too hard for the Lifestealer. They do
Radiant
ban out the
team
Slardar, the
banned.
hero that I felt was going to be picked up here to counter out this Lifestealer and the Slardar. So the Slark is a very hard pick to counteract with. Like, that was something that I felt was actually going to dominate the Lifestealer fairly effectively here.
10
Next
seconds
would be a Dragon
remaining.
Knight, would probably be the next pickup here. Or just anything else that has
5
a passive,
seconds
passive
remaining.
damaging ability.
Dire
Timber
team
Saw, despite
pick.
having a Slardar and a Lifestealer, is going to be banned out. Disruptor as the next pickup here. Most likely
Radiant
that
team
secondary
pick.
backup to the fact that Chronosphere is no longer available. They banned it out themselves, actually. So Disruptor being able to put down that static field, dropping down the core remnants, and that's pretty much it. They're going to be stuck in the circle dying. Phoenix ult ain't going to do nothing if you can't cast it. So
10 seconds remaining.
EGB are going to have to figure out something here to end up getting out some sort of
5
counter damage
seconds
potential.
remaining.
But until then, EGB are kind of stuck in the corner here, getting out-drafted by this Lifestealer
Reserve
and Slardar.
time.
Pickup.
5 seconds remaining. Dusk.
Ooh,
Dire
this will be
team
unique.
pick.
This is a Tusk pickup. This is, I think, the first one that I'm going to be casting. I guess Tusk, being a very situational character, can slow and get people out of that Disruptor ulti, and then possibly removing Lifestealer from the game by just doing a
10
massive amount of damage
seconds
to him
remaining.
without having to deal with the direct effects. Tusk, I can see
5
providing a lot
seconds
of roaming
remaining.
capability with the lack of roaming that the team already has, with the Dire also having
Reserve
a low
time.
roaming capability as well. So they're going to have to look up for some more roaming supports, EG, here. Until then, EG, again, are still out drafting EGB. So there will be a very interesting lineup. Hopefully, we will get something crazy And it's a Nyx Assassin, actually. So there is no more
Radiant
intel
team
supports
pick.
going to be picked up for the side of the Radiant. At this point, there's nothing they could really do to end up counter-fighting this. Invoker's still in the draft, which is actually a very interesting pick here. Maybe the Nyx Assassin is here to ensure that if you were
10
to pick Invoker,
seconds
you will be
remaining.
punished by picking him up. Nyx Assassin being one of those
5
core
seconds
characters
remaining.
that punishes intel-based carries and supports to the most of their contents. 2 seconds
Reserve
left in the
time.
reserve time here.
Juggernaut.
That might have been a random Juggernaut. No, he has 1 second
Dire
left in his
team
spare time.
ban.
So that was an actual pick Juggernaut. I could see this working again, but again, Slardar is able to bash and throw down his dot through Juggernaut spin. So EG, again, I think are still out drafting EGB here. Nyx Assassin
10
just being a little bit
seconds
of that
remaining.
icing on the cake there. Most likely going to go to either Fear or PPD.
5 seconds
But it's going to be
remaining.
very interesting to see how Juggernaut's going to actually try and counteract this whole farming
Reserve
situation here.
time.
Can't really go into a Battle Fury build, especially since the Nyx Assassin will be able to do pure purging capability against him. So there is going to be a little bit of a problem here with that Juggernaut pickup, but I could see how it could still be justified with Spin dealing so much damage to anyone who doesn't have magic immunity, i.e. the Lifestealer, basically the only one with immunity. So they will have to deal with something here. EG don't really know exactly what to ban against this lineup. It's a very strange set of picks. Naga actually going to be
Radiant
that
team ban.
excuse me. And EGB, again, they're pinned up in a corner here. They're able to pock out one more ban if they need it. And they will ban out the Ember Spirit, a very good carry that I
Radiant
guess could have been
team
really good
pick.
for Lifestealer and Slardar to line up with. That would have been the mid as well. And something I'd like to point out is that the Radiant don't actually have a dedicated mid player yet. Queen of Pain, still available in the lineup here, but too much strength coming out from the Lifestealer and
10
Slardar. They gotta be a
seconds
little bit careful
remaining.
with their picks. But Queen of Pain could still be a
5
very viable
seconds
pickup here.
remaining.
Burst damage was much needed in the game.
Templar
1 second, they picked up
Assassin.
Templar Assassin, actually. So they're
Dire
going
team
100%
pick.
physical with this lineup. With Darkseer ultimate magic damage into Phoenix Egg, they're going to try and make it to where EG is going to be backed into a corner with magic damage instead of the current meta being everyone hit the people in the face with their abilities. involved in
10
physical damage.
seconds
So,
remaining.
EG, they have a pretty good lineup against this. They could probably run
5
almost anything at this
seconds
point. I would
remaining.
love to see a Meepo, but of course that's not going to be the case. Meepo is not something you would
Reserve
see at some sort of
time.
tier level of this. So we'll just roll with it and see what goes on. .30 seconds left on EG's pick here. They're not really backed into a corner to where they can't pick something and be greedy with this last pick. It's something very special they could do here. Possibly a right-click disable. Invoker, again, still available here. Could see something crazy. We could see an Invoker pick up, countering out the right-click damage that would come out from the enemy team, EGB.
10 seconds remaining.
We will see what goes on. Until then,
5
we have 5 seconds left in the reserve time. Maybe they're going to let it random.
Phantom Lancer.
PL is actually picked up here. A very good character against the illusion-based, but that means Juggernaut is going to have to be forced to go into a Battle Fury build in order to actually clear out the Phantom Lancer that's going to cause a lot of trouble come mid to early game. Meanwhile, they do have a Tusk and a Phoenix that can deal with the illusionary benefits of the PL, but they still need to be within contact range in order for it to actually be effective. Until then, we are going to go straight into the Dota 2 International 2016 Open Qualifiers, EG versus EGB. And this will be a very interesting lineup with Tusk and PL being two of the unique picks in this game. Templar Assassin as well with a Nyx. So 4 unique characters, a lot of unique bands. And we're going to jump straight into the Radiant discussion here. Looks like Boris is going to be playing Darkseer. KRKD will be playing Phoenix.
Prepare
Yewar
for
will be on
battle.
Templar Assassin. Jubilee will be playing the Tusk, and Ritsu will be on the Juggernaut. Meanwhile, on top, we have Disruptor being played by PPD. We have Zai playing Nixisasun. We have in the mid here, currently, probably not going to stay mid, we have Universe on the Slardar. Very nice. I do love my Universe Slardar. PL is being played by Goat Jumpman. And last but not least, everyone's least favorite, not Fear himself, but the character himself. Lifestealer is being played by Fear. So, looks like Lifestealer is going to try and get a little bit of roaming here to figure out if they put up any aggression wards. There is one, but they're not going to end up seeing it. Because EG Fear was late to the party, so he won't end up getting that rune spot. But of
30
course,
seconds
Darkseer
to battle.
does already have it in there, and he is going to go on with this. He is buying up his items now. He really wanted to get up there to make sure he could place those items, but looks like they are going to scout out the fact that there is nobody up at this bottom rune here. And there are 4 heroes up here. There is a detection available for any invisible characters. Possibly a Templar just standing right on top of the ward. Who knows? Looks like they might actually get both of the runes
The
if they're not
battle
careful here. They actually are going to
begins.
let
take that
EGB
as
end up
true.
taking the rune. Juggernaut getting the bot one. Oh, hang on. Templar and Juggernaut, they both got... Oh, EGB got both of the runes, so... It's going to be something very difficult for EG to deal with. No beginning gold to get them moving at this state here. Yewar and Juby trying to block out this mid lane creep so they can actually get some sort of aggression here. But, I mean, back to the normal setup. PL will be the mid versus this Templar Assassin. So, it'll be a very interesting lineup here. Going to be staying in the middle, trying to get a little bit of an engagement tool on the Jumpman here, but it's not going to be enough. Yewar facing through a lot of the damage here. Jumpman's got to be careful. All he has is Tangos and a Fairy Fire to end up countering out this lane. So he needs to be really careful in order to plan to get kills in this lane if he ever wants to. Meanwhile, on top, we do have the Lifestealer and the Disruptor farming out in the top here. Fear, practically uncontested farm at the moment, and the Tusk has not actually came
Radiant's
to the lane.
courier has been slain.
Radiant Courier has actually been slain by the Assassin, but Nick, he's going to be caught out here if he's not too careful. Zai, he's in a really bad spot. Juby can see him, but he's trapped by his own ice path. And Danks here, he's right there, he sees him too. Oh gosh, he's actually getting a little bit low here. Boris is going to have to stick with staying on these creeps here. Zai, he's going to try and right-click out Jubilee here, but there's a free courier. Bottom kill, actually. Phoenix getting killed by K. EG killing KR here, and
It was only a matter of time.
it's a pretty easy kill actually. He does go for 1-1. PL actually getting an exchange on Templar Assassin in mid, nearly dying himself. So 2 kills that are already going out for EG. Normal EG here. That the EGB need to be a little bit careful with their lineups in order to if they want to get anything moving here. And it looks like it will be a Sal popped on PL, so we'll be just trying to jungle and HP himself out here. Meanwhile, Juggernaut, he's having a little bit of a hard time himself trying to get some farm against the Stardar that's already popping so much damage onto him. Going 1-2 already, and he's just going to make sure he can try and hit this Juggernaut as much as possible in order for it to be worthy here. It looks like we're going to have a little
Radiant's
bit of
top tower is under attack.
Assassin roaming around. Zai, he's got smoke and he's got mana drain, but it looks like there's going to be an engagement here. Templar Assassin taking a little too much damage from these PL illusions, but PL's dots will not be able to, PL's illusions will not be able to trigger TA's shield yet, which is not enough damage available to block out that shield. Bottle finally coming in for the PL Templar Assassin. Courier's dead, so you can't call it in anyway, even if you had it. And Zai, he is going to be scattered out here, draining the mana of Yewar. And they know that Zai only has that ability, so there's not going to be too much else coming off. The Darkseer having to go back to the old base right now. Not going to be able to do much here. Zai is just going to keep on working on sparing Yewar here, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. Yewar's taking a little bit too much damage, but Zai taking too much damage as well here. They need to be really, really careful. They want to try and get more kill potential here without getting killed themselves. Looks like the Ash will fly from the sky, at least on my screen, boys. I don't know what you see on your screen. That's what I see on mine. And then Goat is going to try and kill Yewar here, but doesn't exactly have enough. Yewar popping out a salve. Actually, by the looks of it, it might have been Jubilee's. No, it was Yewar's. Okay. Yewar popping out a salve here. The Tusk is available, but he's not available close enough. They want him to be a little bit close in order for this kill potential to arise. There's nothing that's going to come from being this close to the lane. Looks like they do scout out that Juvi is here. So they aren't going to be able to get a kill potential here. Meanwhile, Lifestealer is free farming top again. And still, Dire has used the scan. They found out that they are on the ward. They're on the rune. PL picking up the bounty rune. And Zai returning back to the bottom lane to make sure that Ritsu is still contested a little bit for the farm. Used raindrop, giving him that little bit of extra mana regen to make it to where he can actually fight through the Pain's Tusk. We'll pick up the Arcane Rune, not actually giving it to Yewar. So, it will be very interesting. PL's going to try and go into Yewar here, but Yewar is good. Yewar has support, but there's not going to be anything else that can go off of it. Yewar's not going to be able to roll in with the Tusk here, especially since there was a TP rotate going to be called in, but was cancelled. So, they will have to figure out how to strategically replace this here, but Maurice is being pinged out by the Lifestealer. He's saying he's
Dire's
in the lane,
middle tower is under attack.
Courier kind of really close into the middle of the lane here. Could have been sniped out pretty easily by Nick's Assassin, but looks like he's occupied, dying on bottom here by the Juggernaut. So Phoenix actually getting the last hit on it though. So that is the first kill going to EGB in the fight recap. Actually, that was a little bit too much gold going to the side of the Juggernaut here. Maybe a minus 89. That's 500 gold lost in general going to the enemy team. Universe looks like he's also going into a 2-3 or 3-2 build on this Slardar. You're not doing anything in Bash. I don't really approve of that build, but okay, yeah, he is going to go for a 2-3 Slardar. 6 ult. Oh, what the heck? My mic is still on. Anyway, it looks like it's just going to be a lot of contesting here in the middle here. PL. Looks like Zai is going to come back up to top, but it's going to be scouted out by the Tusk. Looks like counter scouted out will also be out by the Tusk as well. Darkseer, he's trying to do his best he can to farm out this lane. Possibly going to put another Darkseer orb on before he loses his mana. Not going to be the case here. Fear, fairly low HP. He's got to be careful. DD is pinged out by KD on the bottom here. And Fear, he's just going to keep on working on this creep lane here. He will pick up his Dominator. Or, he won't pick up the Dominator. He will pick up the Helm of Iron Will, which will allow him to get a Dominator if he wanted to. But looks like in mid, we got to be a little bit careful here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Get a dip. Nope. Looks like he's in a little bit of trouble here. Snow Roll not available. Now it's available. go on the PL, will still land. He gets out to the last second.
Snow says
And ends up getting the kill either way. Level 6 is now available first. They're going to go on the Juggernaut, but no bashes aren't available. Obviously, because you don't have it spec'd. But that's my personal opinion, alright? There's no bashes, there's no nothing. There's no RNGs that's happening there. So, Yawar, everyone's going to free farm here. 51 and 11 on this lifesteal. They need to do something.
Dyer's middle
to
tower is
interfere
under
as soon
attack.
as they can, if they plan to actually get something moving here. They might go on this Maurice here. Maurice actually just gave up and just stopped moving for a little while. He will end up taking the death. Will fall to Lifestealer. That is even another kill going to Fear in this situation. 3-2 on the side of Fear, on the side of EG versus EGB. Lifestealer. He's going to free farm here. Looks like he's going to go for that armlet. He will get the piece coming in soon. Meanwhile, in mid, TA, Yawar is getting dived a little bit heavily here against this EL. They need to figure out how exactly they're going to answer for this. There's too many questions on the table here that need
Radiant's
to be answered.
middle tower is under attack.
Figuring out they need some defense in the mid, but no one's going to be able to get there. Something I would love to point out, actually, which could have been really efficient, like really good in this game, was actually the Earth Spirit ended up making it through the bans. So Earth Spirit could have ended up being in this game, and I feel it could have been very viable. Templar Assassin gonna roam around. Looks like they're gonna try and go on a kill potential on those Knicks, but all the TP rotations diving really heavy. EG Zai will end up going down. The Universe is here to stun them out, and he's gonna end up getting the Ritsu no matter what here, because there's too much dot damage. Actually, it wasn't split. So
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Here, but looks like Jubilee will end up dying as well. Relocate. Maurice is going to end up dying as well. Once the wall, he's just gonna keep on faking the wall. Will end up going down. That is 3 kills. A really bad gank attempt with an instant TP answers called in by every single lane. And it looks like even at the same time, Nyx is still down here
Radiant's
farming,
middle
trying to
tower
kill
is
KD.
under attack.
Might get away with it. He does end up throwing up the car bus, but it's not going to be enough though. Looks like it's going to be a roll coming in, so I won't have anything to answer it. But even Yawar here to try and clean up the rest of the crew here. Yawar will get the last hit on the Nyx assassin, and that is another free kill. Meanwhile, in mid, there's another little engagement here with Ritsu trying to deal as much damage as they can to Goat, and not going to be enough. He will clean up the creep wave and clean up the illusion wave, but not enough to do anything else. And meanwhile, again, it's just going back straight up to here. Fear is free farming 66 and 11 against the 54.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
PL,
attack.
which is actually the PL. So, yeah. Bottle charges being used up here. EGPPD will end up using up one of the charges. No, they won't. Okay, because it will be still solid restoed here. They are going to pull out the camp. They want to try and make sure that they capitalize as much farm as they can on what they actually can here. Looks like they are going to abandon mid. Tusk is available.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Right on top of that one. So, there we go. Get engaged upon by the warrior. It's actually going to be enough because he's going to be. No, he's actually outside. He's alright. Alright. Juggernaut, he is going to go for the ring early. The looks of it. He has phase boots, PMS, and he's going to go for that ring. After that, I guess he's going to go for something else. Pause going out by the Juggernaut, Ritsu, and going to take a little bit of a break, I guess. Not a little bit of a break, but you know what I mean. We're going to talk about some stuff. Oh, no, we're not, because we're good, apparently. I'm going to drink some water now. Whilst we drink water. Ah, my mic is crappy.
I'll take that as tribute.
Need a new mic, boys. Need a new mic. Alright, so wards being picked up for Phoenix here. Finally gonna get some more vision. Despite, there's actually a lot of vision on the map here. Sentry is placed all about trying to get the counter vision here. Ritsu is orbed up. I'm gonna yawn. Oh. Tired. TP coming in somewhere. Looks like the glitch is still happening where there is going to be a TP line in the middle lane there. I don't know if anyone else sees it, but I'm a max level compendium, so I will see it. Ritsu, they're trying to get this mid tower to apply some pressure to the lane. Make sure trying to get the life stealers to possible TP rogue. It's not going to be the case here. Fear is farming.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
For the rest. Fear will never have a problem with the farm that he's getting now. He is going to end up phasing out into the lane to actually just get some little side creep camping going on here, but looks like Jug is getting a little bit attacked. He does have another ward if he feels like popping it early. He wants to stay in the lane a little bit longer. Not Not going to be the case, actually. It looks like it could be a smoke. There are 2 smokes available. Midas being picked up on the Templar Assassin. A very old thing that I used to do on my Templar Assassin. I guess now I see it again being put on, used on Yewar here. And smoke will be used. They're going to smoke up the top and try to get a gank here. Maybe they'll get it. They want to get this lifestealer. This is the first answer that they're going to be able to do here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nyx will go invis. And there is no method of immediate detection available on the team. They have sentry ward. That's it. Looks like they're actually counter-engaging on Maurice. Maurice will end up going down, but Nyx is going to die too. Furious match on Onyx. Now, take 90 damage for that. Courier's going to get as well. Silencing Sword not going to land on anyone. Phoenix Egg will drop. It's going to kill Fear. No, it's not. Arm the Toggle is going to get him through the rest of the day. Phoenix Egg will go down here. Fear at very low
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
But there's nothing else they're going to be able to do off of this. Nyx Assassin will end up going down for the trade on the darks here. Meanwhile, they are going to get pushed in mid here by the Templar Assassin. Midas on the Yewar. Still a very interesting thing here. Mid bot, I mean,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It could be answered momentarily. And it will be answered by the Darkseer. Darkseer's going to relocate to a different lane, possibly to farm it out there. And Fear, he's just going to try and farm what he can to make sure he doesn't actually die. We'll end up picking up Melon Man here with one of the tomatoes. Work on that mid tower, fairly low HP. It's actually in deny range, but I want to make sure
is under attack.
Actually, I don't know what they want to do with it. I think they want to bait it out. Phoenix is visible from his position here, so he needs to be careful if he doesn't want to get solo killed here. Especially with the Nyx right behind. Blink Dagger is finally picked up on the Slardar here. Now we can see some crazy initiations going out by Universe himself. And we're just gonna see a lot of fun coming off of this Blink Dagger on Universe. It is actually an offlane. Looks like we are gonna get a Nyx Infast bomb already within the first few minutes of the game. And looks like they are going to roam down in the middle here, but Smoke was also dedicated on top of that. They really want to bait this tower here.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Working it out here. Well, they're going to find him. Actually, Universe is going to be able to blink right on top of him. Yewar's not going to be able to get out of here. He's dotted up, and everything is right on top of him. He will go down.
Under attack.
There's no other way that they can get out of that one. Yewar goes down immediately and sees that the stack is available. Fear might want to go on this to get a counter.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Stunned up a little bit by the... no, he's not that. The tower will be denied by Juggernaut in the mid. Being healed up. And not really much they're going to be able to do here. Judge is a little bit far out. The Tiger was shown on Slardar. You don't really want to be out there that far for that long. But, who am I to kid, right? Who am I to kid? Anyway, PPD, he's building up a little bit of gold finally. He might be getting an arcane boost. Mid tower is deniable. They might want to try and counterbait this as well. PPD is staying out a little bit too long. There is no blink initiation available just yet on this team, but could be something coming up here. Ritsu is going to try and push and pressure this lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Here, he's going to refarm his safe lane. He's been getting this top tower for an engagement of the mid tower. Looks like PVD wants to try and deny it, but he's got to get it now if he wants to get it. But that's actually Simon Storm. He's going to be relocated back in. He is going to end up dying here. The Turtle not going to heal him up. He is going to die to the Nyx Assassin. Actually, so Zai is going to get a lot more gold onto this Nyx Assassin. Something's already coming in.
Dyer's bottom tower has
though. In the exchange, we are 15 minutes in. It is 5 and 9. We can switch over to the net worth chart now. And we have 7.8k on this lifesteal, 6.7. Actually, speaking of which, in the meantime, lifesteal will end up going down to the Darkseer Phoenix Plus combo into this Tusk ultimate here. So very strange.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Killing the Juggernaut and
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
The only tower left is that outer tier 1 universe trying to find Yewar here. He's just camping it out.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
And looks like they're just going to keep on working out here. Yewar is just going to be camping out. Zai, he is invis right on top of him. There's no method of detection. Stun won't reveal him. The courier coming in. Zai has sentries. They find Yewar. Yewar's not going to be able to get out of this one alive. He will end up losing a lot of mana and HP here. Yewar just in a bad spot in the neighborhood. He's just
Dire's
even
top
Lifestealer actually
tower
gets
has
the last hit on it. But meanwhile, Juggernaut gets the top tower. Not really an exchange what you really want to be doing for your Templar Assassin this early in the game. That is a 700 gold change. That doesn't really
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's fairly sad how this game is going to be going here, but this is basically how it's going to be played.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under
they are
attack.
going to end up going here. Looks like there is going to be initiation on here. Maurice is going to die again to the Fear Universe, but they're going to have to catch up here. They want to end up getting this kill. Maurice. Ooh, a perfect snow roll going out. But
Dire's
Maurice
top
is going to be
tower
healed
is
up by the
under
Phoenix
attack.
as well. But they
Radiant's
really want
bottom
Maurice
tower
here.
is
They are
under
going to get it.
attack.
Relocate. He's going to be on top of here. The Phoenix egg is going to be rushing down. No, it's not. It's actually going to trigger right on top of everybody, but it doesn't matter. Ritsu is still going to die. Just pure damage going on by EG and Team Freedom.
Dire's top tower
EGB
is
is in a
under
really
attack.
bad spot here. Jump on the Universe, trying to find the bird. Doesn't actually land the stun on the bird. But, they're forcing a retreat here. Yawar does not have a blink dagger. But it's not going to be the case. Yawar is going to go down yet again. That is 4 dead on the side of EGB.
How about that?
I know a lot of these good glimpses there on this BPD pickup here. Disruptor being one of the VIPs in this game right now. Sentry Ward being placed down to deny one of these side camp groups right here. EL. Just what did he just get? Diffusal blade. They want to ping out. They want to defend this bottom tower here. Juggernaut alone with this very bad idea, but it looks like they're actually going to take the road instead of killing this Juggernaut again. And this will be a really fast roach as Fear already has the Grom blade. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. You see this happening right here, right now, but it looks like Zai is in a really bad spot here. They're going to end up getting that placed on Sentry and Observer to smack dab right on top of Zai. They're trying their best to make sure that no one's going to end up getting here, but it looks like EL will jump out of it. Zai will go down for Juggernaut ultimate. And they're coming in for that rotation, boys. EG is going to make sure that this Templar Assassin dies for like the 4th or 5th dang time already. He's in that spot. I'm just getting jumped on by the Tuskroll. Will end up dying to Tuskroll. Yeah, there it is, but at the same time, Jubilees is going to live through it. This will be a dead egg with the Grom blade available. That will end up getting the last hit. 3 kills going that way, but looks like Juggernaut's going to be getting a little kill on Goat here, but he is slowed up. He's got it over here. Oh gosh, the buyback already going up by Tusk at this early in the game here. He will have to soak up a wall hit. Not actually going to make it here. He is going to take a circuit of the damage here. He's just going to keep on going on Jubilee here. He is slowed, but he's not going to be able to do much else. He will have to leave. He does have the Aegis, but that is the 4 total dying on the side of EG now from EGB. But a buyback coming out of the Tusk to make sure that the fight was going to go their way. Something that was not going to be very effective. Looks like this Slaughter Illusion will try to take up as much farm as they can here. So, a lot of Dodo, guys. A lot of Dota today. But so far, so good. EG versus EGB, 17 and 10, 19 minutes, and Lifestealer and PL trying to fight the Juggernaut and the Templar Assassin overall farm. Looks like they're going to try and make sure that the stack is still here. It is in fact still here. Yawar will try and work on this slowly and carefully as possible. Tusk is trying to get as much farm as they can here. Tusk, I don't know what exactly he's trying to build here, but looks like Darkseer's actually going to trigger something here. Goat, he's right outside if he wants to get that jump on him, but not going to be the case. Fear, he wants to push out bottom with this Aegis. He's going to start building into his AC at level 14, 20 minutes, AC, 128 CS. Desolator and Grom already.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fear, especially since the strength heroes over on the Radiant, over on the Radiant, aren't actually good enough. Zai trying to find somebody in the backstage here, but not going to find anyone. We'll end up triggering the
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
In the top lane, gonna farm out here. He's gonna go straight to the Manta, actually. Skipping the Battle Fury, which is a very good idea against this very immediate damaging team. Zai, gonna search through the mid here. Not gonna find anybody still. And looks like we did hear an Infest Bomb. Universe is going to try and search for some targets here. Level 11 with the level 14 Lifestealer. 15 Lifestealer, how you count me wrong here. But, they will end up finding a target. Instant burst down. That bird ain't going nowhere, baby. And it looks like he's going to snow roll into the creeps here instead of snow rolling into somebody here. But we believe he is going to die to his Slardar stun here. Mitsu, he's taking too much damage from Fear here, but Fear, really low HP. He wants to die. He's got the Aegis. He knows he can die if he wants to. Yawar's going to be stunned out again. Perfect wall that's going out here, but it's not going to be enough. There's not enough damage to sustain this wall here. Looks like a relocate will be used on Boris. Again, he's giving up. He ends up falling again. That is, again, another 4 dead on the side of EGB. With Juggernaut being the only escapee from this war. PL, they're farming out bot, they're farming out mid. Blink Dagger on Slardar, and the blinks have been absolutely perfect here. There is a real Juggernaut here. This is not going to lose Juggernaut. Actually, Chennington tries to ult, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to try and glimpse out, but the glimpse is going to be counter-used on this. He's going to be healed up. Glimpse, there it goes, all the way back onto the tower. That is a GG called by the Yawar. That is 22 minutes, 10 and 22. Everybody, EG versus EGB. Game 1.
Nice victory.
Make sure you tune in to the second game, which will be occurring momentarily. Until then, I hope you have been a glorious host. Never mind that, but it looks like the fact that, I mean, like I said at the very beginning of the game, guys, EGB got massively outdrafted by the pickup immediately with the Slardar and the Lifestealer. Slardar wound up being one of the best heroes, in my opinion, to kill a Lifestealer. And they had really no other option and no other ideas how to kill this group of characters here. So we're going to jump into Game 2, everybody, because I don't want to hold up the lobby. So we will see you all next time for Game 2. This has been Party PD. I hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you next time for Game 2 of EG versus EGB. Hello everybody, this is Party PD, and I hope you have enjoyed this casting session. If you want to see more, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and then further investigate into the playlist, as throughout this week we will probably have more clips of international casting games. And so with that, we will see you next time for some more Dota 2 casting. It's been Party PD, signing off.